Hey guys, let's break down the match between Dillon Danis against Nicolas Meragali at Copa Podio. Dillon comes in as a Marcelo Garcia black belt, back when he was still on the team, before getting kicked out, and Meragali shows up as a brown belt, but not just any brown belt. Flow Grappling literally named him the brown belt of the year. Let's start right away because this match is going to be insane. And at this time, Dillon Danis had a very tricky knee bar from this 50-50 position. So if you can see, he's trying to gain a hip angle here, so he can get Meragali into this knee bar. From this position, he needs to go belly down so he can finish the knee bar. That is why Meragali is holding the right hip of Dillon Danis and not allowing him to go belly down, you see? Pay attention how he's holding that right hip of Dillon Danis. That is very important. But also Meragali is very good at escaping these positions and doing outside passing straight away, using the pen grips to pass the guard off anybody. And this will be interesting to see if he will manage to clear this 50-50 position and try to pass with outside passing. Because Dillon Danis is very good at keeping people stuck. But if they get free, he has a trouble following them while they're trying to pass his guard. His guard retention is not the best, you see? And he's still trying to get this knee bar, but now Meragali is getting a better and better position here. And now his knee line is completely free. So I think he will escape this position. If you see his right knee line, it is completely free. And now Meragali straight away into high step passing. Let's see if he'll manage to hold this position. Dillon Danis is recovering again, trying to get into 50-50, going for a toe hold, but Meragali put pressure on the hips of Dillon Danis, so he did not manage to get that toe hold. I think he will try to transition again into 50-50. Yeah, underhooking that leg so it is easier for him to transition it into 50-50. That was very nice from Dillon Danis. How he, oh my god, Meragali straight away standing up and getting rid of that 50-50 position. Like hipping in, so it is easier for him to clear the ankles and the grips of Dillon Danis. That was very interesting how he did that. They are getting restarted in the middle. Let's see who will pull guard, because Meragali has one of the best guards in the world. But again, Dillon Danis is pulling guard. I did not expect that. Meragali's Torando, when he is free, it is so hard to stop. And now he's transitioning into knee slice. Let's see if he'll manage to hold this position. Dillon Danis is not the most technical grappler in the world, but he's very tough and he's very hard to pin down. Like he's fighting always, not giving in with these positions. But I think now Meragali will get the points. That right arm of Dillon Danis was completely stuck. His elbow line was completely sitting on the hip of Meragali. And that will make it hard for Dillon Danis to get on an elbow. But they will be recentered in the middle again. But they need to start in side control, because that was a very, very deep position for Meragali. Let's see. What are they doing? Like, that was clear side control. What are they doing? But let's see how the elbow, the right elbow of Dillon Danis will be. Because, yeah, this is not the same position. Like, Dillon Danis is cheating here. Oh my god, the referee does not even know how they were. But yeah, that was big mistake from them, because Meragali had much deeper position. That was amazing escape from Dillon Danis. Let's break it down, because that was amazing. Guys, pay attention to the shoulders and the head of Meragali. How he will go above the shoulders of Dillon Danis. And when Dillon Danis shoulder rolls here and goes again into turtle, Meragali will be too high up to hold this position. That is the problem with seatbelt. People are very good to defend this position, and now they're even better. But if you see, Dillon Danis is even hugging the head of Meragali, which will make it easier for him to staple this position and harder for Meragali to get backwards so he can cover the hips of Dillon Danis. So I always try to go double unders and get the collar grips from double unders. And then when I get the hooks, then I will transition into over-under like seatbelt. But not before. I see too many people escaping like this, and people are getting so much better defending this position. So you need to be very, very careful how you approach that back take. Hey guys, most people study jiu-jitsu through instructionals that look clean, but they don't show what actually works under pressure. Here we learn from matches, where technique is proven when everything's on the line. That's how you cut through the noise and see what truly works when it matters. On my Patreon, you'll find free breakdowns from the newest matches I can't post on YouTube, full studies, and complete guides, all built to help you improve faster and train smarter. You can start free right now. The link's in the description and pinned comment. And if you're new, subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss the next study. And Dillon Danis ended up in over-under position, which is very good for him. But pay attention to the left leg of Meregali, how he's putting pressure on the biceps of Dillon Danis. So he completely lost that position. And Meregali needs to pummel his left leg into bicep control or lasso control. But let's see, he's very good at playing collar sleeve. So I think he will try to extend Dillon Danis here just like this. But because Meregali has control on the left arm of Dillon Danis, he's transitioning into deep de la Hiva X, which is very easy for him to sweep him. Guys, you can never give up a deep de la Hiva X position for your opponent while the opponent has a far side sleeve control on you. That was crazy by Meregali going for that armbar, but now they will again end up in 50-50. Meregali is winning 5-0 here, with 2 advantages for him. Dillon Danis inverting, I think he was trying to get up on a pent control single leg there, but it did not work. But that was amazing try from Dillon Danis. And this time I think Meregali will pull guard straight away. He's just looking for grips. Because he's winning 5-0 and his guard is almost unpassable. So it will be so hard for Dillon Danis to pass the guard of Meregali. Now he will go into a collar sleeve for sure from here. Yeah, he's just looking for that collar. And this is very interesting. Meregali will play the same side collar when he's trying to defend his guard. But when he's attacking, he's going with cross collar, just like this. And now he's trying to attack, just like this. That was amazing. But yeah, you can use that to know when people are trying to attack or just defend the guard from bottom. But also you can use that same side collar to attack something like Meregali sweep, like when you go with the lasso in between the legs of your opponent and you try to elevate them over your head. But now again they will restart into this collar sleeve control. Let's see if Meregali will manage to do something like scissor sweep from here, because Dillon Danis is staying on his knees, which is very bad defense in my opinion from collar sleeve. It is better for you to sit down and clear this position with something like double inside control where your hip is free. Something like Fabrizio Andre does, you see. But when you are just like this, you are too much open. Yeah, that was just like a clean sweep. When people play upper body guards, it is very hard for you to stay on the knees. It is much easier for you to just stand up and try to defend from there. Only few people I've seen that can defend from their knees. Like Roger Gracie was very good at that. But for most people, just try to stand up and try to defend from there. Going backwards, trying to defend and try to break that collar grip of the opponent, because that collar grip is the most dangerous thing in my opinion. And now Meregali is on top. Let's see what he will manage to do from this position. Yeah, again Dillon Danis is trying to force this 50-50 position. Yeah, let's see if he'll manage to do it. He's looking for a toe hold again, but Meregali is opening his left leg. So it's hard for Dillon Danis to get anything here. Oh my god, that was nearly a pass, but Dillon Danis managed to turtle and stand up. Just amazing work. Dillon Danis is very hard to pin down. Very hard. Dillon Danis is losing 7-0. So he really needs to hurry because there is only 30 seconds left. And Meregali can play this smart. He can just like double collar stiff arm Dillon Danis, so he cannot do anything here. But if you know Meregali, he's looking for a submission. And straight away he's pulling into a collar sleeve. Let's see if he'll manage to get something here. Dillon Danis jumped on a leg here. And Meregali managed to free his left leg from this position. But now Dillon Danis is transitioning to his right. Let's see, again maybe going for this toe hold. He had a good angle for that toe hold, but the time is about to end. Amazing match. They did not stop moving. Just amazing how this match went. But yeah, Meregali at that time, even though he's brown belt, he was competitive with almost all the top black belts. He even gave hard time to Leandro Lo. And I think if he goes back into the gi, he will be amazing at it again. But maybe he wants to try ADCC again. Who knows? We will see. Hey guys, most people study jiu-jitsu through instructionals that look clean, but they don't show what actually works under pressure. Here we learn from matches, where technique is proven when everything's on the line. That's how you cut through the noise and see what truly works when it matters. On my Patreon, you'll find free breakdowns from the newest matches I can't post on YouTube, full studies, and complete guides, all built to help you improve faster and train smarter. You can start free right now. The link's in the description and pinned comment. And if you're new, subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss the next study.